Oh my goodness gracious. Hello, good people. Oh man. Feeling really good, and I hope everybody is feeling just as good on this beautiful spring day. What a beautiful day here in Nueva York, the city that never sleeps. Oh no, the city that never ever sleeps. The ravaged New York City. Look how ravaged and crime-ridden. Look at the destruction. Look at the chaos here in New York City. All the chaos in New York City, the liberal New York City. Look how decimated it is here on the Upper East Side of New York City. The crime, there's people fighting, shooting all day long here. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. March 30th, a day that will live on in infamy. Let's just get to it, man. They got you. They got you. And I spent all last night, March 30th, again, a day that'll live in infamy. A day that you'll be saying, where were you when you found out that they indicted former President Dick, P-I-G, not B-I-G, P-I-G. Shh, hush money. Shh, hush money. The interesting thing about Slob Dick Donald Trump and his hush money and the Stormy Daniels thing is none of his supporters care. None of his supporters bat an eye. None of his supporters think twice. None of his supporters second guess. None of his supporters claim fake news. None of his supporters claim lies. That of course, he was cheating on miserable Melania. Of course, he was doing things behind her back. And of course, he spent hush money to try to make the story go away. No one cares about that point. No one cares about the fact that he's going behind the soon-to-be, at the time, First Lady's back. No one cares. No one second guesses it. They're like, of course he does that. Why wouldn't he do that? Look at him. No one ever questioned whether that was valid or not, because we know what kind of a pig he is. We know what kind of a slob he is. Look at the setting here. Look at the setup here. No one ever said, oh, is it even true that he gave Stormy Daniels hush money? Because we all know it's true, because we all know what kind of pile of shit he is. We all know that. His staunch reporters, his kids, Dick Stain, Donald Trump Jr., Beavis and Butthead, Eric Trump Jr., and Ivanka Trump. They all know, oh, our dad's a pile of shit. He's been cheating on mom for years. He's been cheating on stepmom for years. We know that. We just accept it. Just like the supporters. You don't care, and the people go, well, Bill Clinton. Well, Bill Clinton, he admitted to this, that, and the third. But we ain't talking about Bill Clinton. Because like I said in my last vlog, they're all corrupt. They are all corrupt. I am not one of these people who will not acknowledge who I voted for. I know smoking Joe Biden's hanging on for dear life. I know that Hillary had her emails. I know that B-Rock knows where there are bodies hidden. I know that Bill Clinton was getting his dick sucked in the Oval Office. He admitted to it. I know that Bush Jr., corrupt piles of shit. Who knows what they know? We know that Ron Reagan, another corrupt whose wife also, when we bring up Bill Clinton getting ahead in the Oval Office, we always have to remind everybody that Nancy Reagan, the dome queen, the throat goat of Hollywood, that's a fact. We know that they're all corrupt. And we know that the powerful, we know that the rich afford favors. You're out of favors. They got you. Shh. Hush money. Shh. Hush money. The biggest mistake you ever made. You're probably going, why the fuck did I ever get myself involved with hush money? My supporters do not care. That's where you fucked up, because you were right. Your supporters don't give a shit. You could fuck Stormy Daniels. You could fuck them. You could fuck their wives. You could fuck their sisters. They don't care. I don't know why. I don't know why. No one knows why they abide. They abide Big Dick Donald Trump, no matter what he do, no matter what he does, no matter how he does it. They abide the dude, Dick Stain Donald Trump. But they got you. Now we have to salute. We must salute Harlem's finest. Harlem's finest. The King of New York. The new Frank White. On that Christopher Walken. On that Abel Ferrara. On that Lawrence Fishburne. The new King of New York, Harlem's finest. He superseded Dougie Fresh. He superseded Cameron, Jim Jones. The King of New York is no longer Jay-Z, Nas. The King of New York is Alvin Bragg. Alvin Bragg from Harlem, New York. Salute you, man. He brought him down. And let me just make sure everybody knows. That slob, that animal, shitbag Donald Trump, pig dick Donald Trump, they're gonna perp walk you, you fuck. They're gonna fingerprint you, your big fat fucking fingers. Someone's gonna have the honor of taking that big fat fucking thumb of yours and you fuck. They're gonna go to trial, and the star witness is Michael Cohen, who I wouldn't trust as far as I could throw his ass. Michael Cohen is not a martyr. Michael Cohen is not a hero. Michael Cohen is a perpetual lying fuck. Of course Michael Cohen is corrupt. Of course Michael Cohen is a liar. Look who he was working for. You think that pig dick Donald Trump would have an honest lawyer representing him? How can an honest lawyer represent pig dick Donald Trump? Look what happened to Rudy Giuliani. He ran him into the fucking ground. That's the mayor's house. Rudy Giuliani used to live there. Rudy Giuliani used to be an upstanding person. He used to be the King of New York post 9/11. He was that dude. And pig dick Donald Trump ran him into the ground. One of the great things last night on Fox News, and like I said, I watch it all, and I encourage everybody to watch it all. Don't just watch CNN. Don't just watch the voices that you agree with 150%. I am telling you, do yourself a favor. Watch Fox News. Listen to these crazy kooks. One of the great moments last night is Eric Trump, damn near had tears in his eyes. And he said, my dad's a fighter. He's going to do what he always does. He's going to fight. He's a great fighter. He's a fighter like no other. Bullshit! Your father's a bitch asshole. He had the opportunity to fight. He had the opportunity to fight. Vietnam. He avoided the draft. He's a draft dodger. His daddy, Papa Trump, got him out of that. January 6th, he said, we're going to go down there and we're going to fight. He didn't fight. He sent the QAnon shaman in there to fight. Your dad's not a fighter. Your dad's a bitch-ass hoe. Eric Trump, a fighter. He's a draft dodger. We're going to go in there. We're going to fight like hell. We're going to go. You didn't fight. Where were you on January 6th, Eric? Dick Stain Donald Trump Jr.? In your cars. You guys don't walk the streets of New York. You little golden spoon up your keister fucks. Both of you. Just like your dad. Papa Trump. Old man Fred Trump. That racist pile of shit from Queens, New York. Shout out to Queens, New York. No disrespect to Queens, New York. The Trumps are the shit stain of Queens, New York. You're a fighter. My dad's a fighter. He ain't a fighter. He's a fucker. And let me tell you something. I spent hours last night. Hours. I watched it all. I watched that Fox News. I sat through an hour of a bunch of bozos. Tucker Carlson, we know you hate Donald Trump. You hate him just as much as we do. And you got to go up there and act like you care. You got to go up there and defend him. I watched that Sean Hannity. You can't stand this guy. He's the bane of your existence. You got to go up there and defend him. You know who's not defending him? Where's Ivanka? Where is Ivanka? Why isn't she tweeting the injustice of my dad? We know Junior having a shit fit. Junior's having a conniption. Dick Stain Donald Trump Jr. is having a true blue shit fit, freaking out. Oh, this is an injustice. This has never happened. It's unprecedented. It's a political. No, it's not a political this. It's not a political that. It has nothing to do with George Soros this. It has nothing to do with a witch hunt. It has nothing to do with any of it. What it has to do with is an unprecedented pile of shit who is the president. An obnoxious, braggadocious, lying for the sake of lying slob. A president who brags like a fucking WWE wrestler. This isn't WWE, you sloppy animal. You were the president of the United States. You couldn't get it together. It has nothing to do with any of that stuff. Republican, Democrat. It has nothing to, and they're like, oh, well, look, you guys have no idea what you've done. You have no idea the fire that this is lit under his base. Listen, these animals were already behind him, like I said. Like I said before. These supporters of his, they don't care. They don't care what he does. Not one person ever second-guessed whether or not Pig Dick Donald Trump would give a woman hush money. This is the only one we found out about. I guarantee you there's many more bags of money that this slob has given women. Mr. Women's right, right to live. How many times do you think slob dick Donald Trump has sent women to abortion clinics? Honestly. How many times do you think this guy has sent women to get abortions while he was married? This is a pile of shit, a piece of shit, an unprecedented piece of shit. And that's why an unprecedented indictment happened on him. He's out of favors, all out of favors. You see The Godfather? You saw The Godfather, right? Everybody has seen The Godfather. Salvador Tessio, played by the great Abe Vigoda. Fish from Barney Miller. He's walking on the property and they stop him. Cheech stops him, Tom Hagen, they stop him. Some of the goons, the gavones, they stop him. And they say, no, you're not going to go. Ba, 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 ba. And Sal Tessio goes, tell Mike, it was never personal. It was only business. They take his gun from him. And then Salvador Tessio, Sally goes to Tom Hagen, played by the great Robert Duvall. He says, Tom, can you get me off the hook? For old time's sake. And Tom Hagen says, no, you fuck. No, you fuck. You're out of favor, Sal. You tried to whack Michael Corleone. You're a piece of shit, just like you, Dick Stain, Donald Trump. A piece of shit.